Hello children, today I will be teaching you all a English lesson, that is a poem. Previously we have studied a lesson named Tenali Raman Draws a Picture. In that lesson we have studied about the Raman who makes the king laugh, and how he makes the king laugh by a simple drawing paper. Just to make fun, he's telling the king that I am drawing a picture. A picture is what? About a cow eating loads of grass. But there was no cow on that paper and there was no grass. So just to make fun, just to make the king laugh, he makes that scene. He tells the king that I am drawing a cow. But there is nothing like that, just for the fun. Same way, we should also remain happy in our life. So let's start with another poem, a string song. This is like a game. This poem is like a game. First poem we have studied about the pretty game. Second lesson, go and come. Now third also we have studied about the Tenali Raman draws a picture. Now fourth one is a string song. So now let's start reading the song. A string song. Form groups of 8 to 10 children each to play this game. A string song. So string means what? A joint song. You have to just go on adding and adding. That is called a string song. That is called what, children? A string song. Now on this page, there are many things shown here. These things you have to just go on adding. So it is like a game. It is like a game. Now children, you are aware about the games and you are very familiar with the games like indoor games and outdoor games. Now indoor games, nowadays we are staying inside the house, so we have to play indoor games only. Indoor games are like carom, chess. Okay children, then tennis. These games we can play inside the house. And then cards are also there. So we have to play nowadays which games? Indoor games. So this song is like a game. I'm reading the first stanza of the song. The first child says, I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples. That's what I got. So this first child is saying that I went where? I went to the market. I went to the market and I brought something from the market. Now what is market, children? Market is the place where you get different things, different eating things. Okay, that is fruits you get, vegetables you get. That is the place called market. So what this boy brought from the market? Some red shiny apples. That's what I got. So this boy only got what? Red shiny apples. Second stanza. The second child adds something. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread. That's what I got. So this child is telling that I went to the market. I got red shiny apples as well as a big loaf of bread. Now loaf of bread means there are many breads in that. There are many bread. So you can see this picture side. It is given here. This side. This is called bread. So this second child went to the market. He brought apples also and he brought bread. Now this third child adds one more thing. So in this poem, you just go on adding the things. You can add eating things, you can add non-eating things. Okay, so whatever you get in the market, that you have to just go on adding. Understood, my children? The third child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils. That's what I got. Now, this third child brought three things. First child brought only one. Second child, two. And third child, three. So third child brought apple, bread, and color pencils. Now apple we eat, bread also we eat, and what we do of these color pencils? When it is drawn something, we require this for coloring. That's what I got. Now, here other many pictures are shown. These pictures you have to go on adding one by one, and you have to make a big song, that is string song, a connecting song. Okay, now I will say the other stanza that is not mentioned here, but by adding I am increasing this song. Okay, so up to third child it is given. I am adding fourth child, fifth child, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10th. So this way up to 1 to 10 I have to add the things. Understood, children? Now I'll start. The fourth child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencil, a sack of gram flour. He brought what? Flour. That's what I got. So this gram flour is required for eating. That is to make chapatis or different things. We can make different things in the house. Okay. So it is for eating only. So fourth child brought four things. That is, first is red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread. Then third is a pack of color pencils. Fourth is a sack of gram flour. Now I'll start again with the fifth child. Okay, children? The fifth child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a pack of liquid soap. That's what I got. So fifth child brought five things. Okay, that is apple, bread, color pencil, sack of gram flour and a liquid soap. Now you know what is liquid soap? You must be using nowadays due to coronavirus. We have to wash our hands thoroughly for 20 seconds with any soap or with any liquid. There are different types of liquid soap available. That is Dettol is there, Santur is there, and Godrej Magic Hand Wash is there. Okay, children? So every day before eating food, after coming from outside, you have to wash your hands. After coming from outside, you have to take a bath. Okay, children? Now, sixth child. Okay? Now I'll start with the sixth child. The sixth child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes. So what sixth child brought? One more thing. Some juicy ripe mangoes. So mangoes are very sweet, no children? Everyone loves Mangoes. So sixth child brought one more thing, that is mangoes, ripe mangoes, not raw mangoes. Raw mangoes are usually in which color, children? Green color. And ripe mangoes colors are yellow or orange. Now I will start with the seventh child. Which child? Seventh child. The seventh child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles. Now seventh child adds what? What seventh child bought? A pair of bangles, means two bangles. Seventh child bought two bangles. Now what is bangle, children? What your mother is wearing in the hand. Any color bangle mother is wearing, right? Sometimes green color, red color, okay? So this child brought blue bangles. Which bangle? Which color it is? Blue color. That is two bangles. That is called a pair of blue bangles. So seventh child brought from the market what? Blue bangle. That child brought apples also, bread also, color pencils also, gram flour also, then liquid soap, then some juicy ripe mangoes, and a pair of blue bangles. Now I will start with eighth child. The eighth child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, and a big jar of honey. What he brought? A big jar of honey. Children, this honey is very healthy for our body. This honey is very healthy for our body. You should eat this honey. When you are not well, you should eat this honey. At least 1 teaspoon. So, how honey is collected? Who collects honey? Honeybees. Who collects honey? Honeybees. Okay, now I'll start with the ninth one. Okay. I will start with the ninth one. The ninth child adds something. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey, and a bunch of big bananas. Now, ninth child brought what? Ninth child brought what, children? Bananas. Now, you also love bananas. Okay, children? You love what? Bananas. Bananas are good for our body. Okay, so you should eat at least one banana every day. So every day one banana you should eat. It is good for our body. Now I'll start with the 10th child. I will start with the 10th child. The 10th child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey, a bunch of big bananas, and a string of white flowers. So I brought what? A string of white flowers. Now what is this poem name? A string song. String song means what? A connecting song. In this poem, we are connecting each and everything what is mentioned on this page. So last, that is teen child brought what? A string of white flowers. Now string of white flowers. String means what? What is connecting? You can see these flowers, 10th one. These flowers are so nearby. They are connected. Okay, same way, when your mother, father goes in the market, she brings different things. Okay, whatever you require, that she brings from the market. Okay, children, other whatever you want. For example, clothes, then this color pencil, drawing book, etc. She brings from the market. So whatever you want, that is available in the market. Okay, children, understood this song? This way you can increase the number of the child. Let's increase the number of the children. I have told up to here only 10. This way you can increase up to 20. And you can add different things. For example, you can add school bag. Then you can add oranges. Different fruits also you can add. Now here banana is given, apple is given, mangoes are given. Same way you can add strawberry, cherry, okay, then lychee, then pomegranate. This way different fruits you can add in this poem. And you can add or you can increase the number of the children. Okay, children, understood this? In this way, every child repeats in the correct order what others have said and adds something new on his or her own way. The game continues up to the last child. You may use the examples given here or use your own ideas. So you can use your own ideas. Okay. Now I'm again joining two stanzas. Okay, which is not mentioned on this page, but I'm adding it. Okay, children. The 11th child says, I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey, a bunch of big bananas, a string of white flowers. Okay, 11th one I'm adding now. Okay, children, a bunch of cherry. I brought a bunch of cherry. So 11th child added one more thing, that is a bunch of cherry. A bunch of cherry. Then 12th child. The 12th child says, I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey, a bunch of big bananas, a string of white flowers, a bunch of cherry, and a box of strawberries. And what he 12th child added? A box of strawberry. So 12th child added one more thing, that is strawberry. Okay, children, understood this? Okay, you have to recite this poem at home. Here it is given up to the 10 child, but you have to add up to the 20 child. You can add different things what is available in the market, that different things you can add in this poem, and you can increase the poem. You can make this poem connected. The things you can add here which are available in the market. Okay children, I am reciting this poem once again for you all up to the number 10 child. 10 child is not given, it is given up to only third child. But the rest we have to go on adding. The first child says, I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples. That's what I got. The second child adds something. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples. A big loaf of bread. That's what I got. Then the third child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils. That's what I got. Now we'll start from the fourth child, but it is not mentioned here. You have to add the same way like first, second and third. Okay children? The fourth child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour. That's what I got. Then the fifth child adds something. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap. That's what I got. The sixth child adds something. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, then a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes. That's what I got. Now the seventh child also adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, then a pair of blue bangles. That's what I got. The eighth child adds something. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey. That's what I got. The ninth child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some rare shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey, and a bunch of big bananas. That's what I got. 10th child adds one more thing. I went to the market. Do you know what I bought? Some red shiny apples, a big loaf of bread, a pack of color pencils, a sack of gram flour, a pack of liquid soap, some juicy ripe mangoes, a pair of blue bangles, a big jar of honey, a bunch of big bananas, and a string of white flowers. That's what I got. So children, hope you have understood this poem. Hope you have understood this poem. So this way you have to go on adding different things which are available in the market. This way you can add up to the number 20 child. Okay. One child, first child, second child, third child, fourth. This way you can increase the number up to the number 20. 20. Okay. Read this poem at home. Stay home. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. And if you have any doubts, post it on a student's portal. I will try to solve it. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Thank you. Stay home. Stay safe.